Hello everyone. Today, let's try and guess where I am. Right in the centre of Sunderland. It's hard to believe I'm probably about 600 metres from the Sunderland Empire Theatre and the Bridges Shopping Centre, 600-700 metres I think. But just to give you some idea where we are. On the other side of the river you might be able to see the stadium light in the distance. There's the Liebherr crane factory. I think it was actually a Lang shipyard was down there. And then got this little bit of woodland sort of sandwiched in between this old area of Sunderland. We're in Deptford and Ayres Quay's not far away. Historic area of Sunderland, but historically it was an area of Bishopwearmouth. If you come here, probably in the early 1900s, up until I think the 30s, 40s, 50s, thousands of people lived in this area. There was churches, chapels, loads of public houses, schools, shops, bottle works, glass works, all sorts of industrial heritage. I'll take you back out of this walk and I'll show you some of the sights. On my lunch today I went for a long walk down here and round Farringdon Road, Deptford Ayres Quay. Took loads of pictures, they'll be on my Facebook page, Life and Death in a northern town. But I thought I'd come down tonight because it's an absolutely gorgeous day and have a show you where we are. This community at Ayres Quay and Deptford, if you come here in the late 1700s, early 1800s, well, for decades after that, these people wouldn't have told you they lived in Sunderland. They would have said Ayres Quay or Deptford, but also they were in Bishopwearmouth. This is on the west end of Bishopwearmouth. Sometimes it was called the West End. And I mentioned about all the stuff that used to be here. That is Simpson Street School. It's recently been renovated. I think there's some offices in there, a couple of houses, like residential properties in there as well. And this is Wellington Lane. When they were doing all this up, all the original couples were able to be seen. So literally this lane, Wellington, went all the way down to the Saltgrass pub. And you can see here these bridges used to be railway lines which went over here. There's a tunnel somewhere over by where I'm pointing at, and used to go down to the, I think it was, I can't remember the line, I think it was the Hetton Stairs possibly, and then there was the Lambton Drops as well. So coal used to be taken from the River Wear and then off by ship around the UK or Europe, across the world. Probably get a better view around the front here. I've done a couple of videos before at the old 1700s Jewish cemetery. It's actually round the back of here. You can't get in it this week, you can only get in it from Beach Street. What's that? Something's in the bushes. On my lunch I actually saw a fox over on Farringdon Road in one of the bits of wasteland. It's a perfect fox. You can only get so far in there. But it's like a little natural valley down there. I've always thought that bit should be developed into something. But I like this area, the fact that it's all wild and overgrown right in the heart of a major UK city centre. It's perfect for wildlife. I saw rabbits at my lunch break, all sorts of birds, but there was a fox just, I look across there. In the distance is the Saltgrass Arms, so called because where that crane works was, there used to be salt meadows, and then in the 1700s shipyards and repair yards were built close to the river. but all around here there was actually houses down in there. I think there was a hill field, but all the streets have gone. It's hard to believe that thousands lived here. This would have been a busy, noisy place, well, much noisier than it is today. I did a couple of stories because some of the men who went off to fight in the Great War came from down here, but no trace. It's absolutely gorgeous. Perfect night to do a video. I was hoping to see another fox. There are still some industry down here. I think that was like a scrapyard down there. Smiles Limited. There's also timber merchants. Still a couple of pubs. There's a Saltgrass down there, then there's a pizza place around the corner, and the King's Arms. King's Arms I think is from like 1830s, 1840s. And there's a couple of big retail units not far from here, B&Q, Home Bargains, Wren's Kitchen, but there's no life here now. But it's still a pleasant place just to have a walk down to. Obviously I probably wouldn't recommend coming on your own. You never know who's about these days, do you? Just have a look over here, see what we've got. All the land up here is completely different how it used to be, as they put like the new road through down to the Spire Bridge. But if you come down here, I'll tell you what, we'll go over here because got a lot of dogs after it. I'm not a dog fan. Just to give you some idea where we are if you're not from Sunderland, or even if you live in Sunderland you might not have been down here. But one of these railway lines went into the tunnel. I think it's actually just under here. Actually went under this tip, this is the old refuge tip, which is closed down now. But the Jewish cemetery is just exactly behind that. I had a look in it. It's quite overgrown again, obviously, because it's starting to get towards summer now. But just up there is B&Q. Thankfully it's been restored because it was empty for decades. And it had a fire before they were starting to do it. I'll just turn around this way because the sun's pointing that way. We've even got like the boys' entrance there. There was another bit, I think it was the girls' section, just round the corner, which was there. But there's a great old picture from back in the day going down that lane into Wellington Lane. People going up and down, used to come to school or to work, but it's blocked off now. It would be great if they could open all that up and do something in that area down there. Right, I'm off to see if I can feed that fox. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you want to give us a hand, click on the subscribe, help grow the channel, and if you want, give it a like. So I'll see you next time. Take care.